This week, Ursula is helping our group with eating disorders confront their body dysmorphia by having plaster casts of their torsos made. Acknowledging what they're doing to their bodies is an important part of their recovery. Earlier, Erin fainted while standing for her cast, so dietitian Ursula has decided that it's safest if the rest of the casts are done lying down.
I don't like seeing my body. I certainly don't want anybody else to see it. At the moment, I can't imagine myself bringing myself to look at it.
You lay there just for a moment while we...
I don't feel as though I have body image distortion. I know I look bad.
Just have a look. Just open your eyes and have a look. You don't want to look? Mm-hmm. What would it mean to look at it?
Because it is just so skeletal and... it's just going to be sickening.
Take a deep breath and just have a really quick look.
Finally, Emma sums up the courage to have a peek.
Yeah, it's how I expect.
It's how you expect. Emma is someone who's extremely self-critical. Seeing the damage that she's done to her body, I think she found just unbearable.
I desperately want to get better. I've got plans for my future. I can't do it like this.
And lying down, Erin manages to complete the casting.
I think it'll just be really good to see how I actually look rather than what I think I look like.
But for Erin, who has particularly low self-esteem, being forced to confront her own body is tough.
What's your initial thoughts?
I feel disgusting.
Being able to walk right around it gives you quite a different perspective on it.
That's quite important, because then you don't see what other people see if you look face on in a mirror.
No, you don't.
When I was younger, I used to just think about all the different plastic surgery procedures I needed to make myself look good. And then I thought, there's no way I'm having plastic surgery. I end up anorexic, and I still hate my figure. If not, I hate it more than I ever did. I don't just have small boobs, I've got absolutely none at all.
Overall, it was quite distressing for her. She's somebody who has very low self-esteem, very low self-image, and it evoked lots of strong negative feelings with Erin.
For Mina, there is a particular concern about the body casting.
I look in the mirror and I'll look directly at my stomach because that's the bit I don't like, because obviously that's the bit where the binges show.
Mina used to suffer from anorexia and weighed much less than she does now. She tends to avoid mirrors, so this will be one of the first times she's had to face her fuller figure.
Bloody hell. It does look really wide, and I know I was lying down. I just felt that I looked a bit fat, especially around the thighs.
I think that people are just not used to seeing normal bodies on display in this way, because so often, you know, in magazines and in different sculptures, you have these extremely thin bodies, and actually that's quite a normal, curvy female body.
I know you're right, but at the same time I think, oh God, I just want to lose a handful.
Mina is somebody who's spent years and years of her life being extremely underweight. Therefore, seeing herself as somebody of normal weight, she found quite shocking, and she interprets that as being quite fat.
Obviously, I'm comparing my body cast to the body cast of 2 anorexic people, so it's good that it's bigger. But I know I never want to be incredibly thin again.
The point of today's challenge and seeing the body casts was really to help the girls to explore their relationship with their bodies. Whilst Mina has almost come to accept her slightly fuller figure, both Emma and Erin have found it really tough. And I think all 3 girls have got a long way to go before they can accept and care for their bodies.
Next week, the girls face the challenge of choosing food they haven't prepared themselves, as well as fighting the temptation to binge and purge.
I can't escape the way that I feel about food and the way that I feel about having it in my stomach.
If you've been affected by any of the issues raised, go to channel4.com/Supersize v Superskinny. Back at the diet swap, we've asked Dawn and Charlene to go through some old family photos to pinpoint where their own bizarre eating habits started. And they jolt some painful memories for Dawn.
If we go right back to the beginning of my childhood, Both my parents are alcoholics and food wasn't available. There was very little of it. I mean, I knew what hunger was then.
When you feel like you're starving, is that a scary thing to you? Like, before you started to stop on the first day, did you think, oh no, it's scary, like, not?
Yeah, I did. I haven't felt hungry, sort of from here.
Yeah.
First ever time.
Yeah.
When I got to working, food was like a world had opened up to me.
So whereas before you didn't have control over it,
Yeah.
and now you could put your finger on it.
Yeah. I've realised where my eating to survive turned into an obsession. I mean, my mind sticks with when I was a child, when I didn't know when I was going to get food.
And for Charlene, it's a chance to understand her fear of food.
When you were very small,
Yeah.
were you a good eater, a good feeder?
I don't think so, no. If my mum thought I was eating a lot, she'd be like, oh no, don't eat too much of this. It's going to make you sick.
Is it a fear of how you'll feel? Because you obviously don't like feeling sick, do you?
Yeah, I don't want to have a feeling where I've eaten so much that I throw up.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
So you're actually stopping the intake?
Yeah, exactly.
How old are we here?
Probably about 19, 20.
Right. You're putting on a bit of weight there, almost. Don't look as slim.
I think because then it was when I started uni and stuff, and I just like kind of eat whatever.
You've started to get thin again. There's quite a big difference between that, and your face has definitely gone a lot slimmer there.
Yeah.
It starts to kick, the obsession with how you look.
Yeah, I would say it's more like recent, if anything. I analyse things a lot, but it's become like automatic. It's not like I'm gonna have a packet of crisps. I won't be able to like just eat them and not think about it. I've learned that things that I may have feared when I was little, I can take more control of, like try to eat more and then see how it is, rather than just like be so fearful that if I eat too much I'm gonna be sick.
It sounds like Charlene is finally accepting she needs to eat more.
Chips.
Yeah.
But the proof's in the pudding. Time for the final meal. On the lunch menu for Charlene is fish and chips with a side serving of fried chicken and fatty pork belly, whilst Dawn's got a sandwich and a biscuit for Pud.
This is really nice. I'm very impressed that you're eating the belly pork, and you've actually gone for that first.
What I've realised is it can have like some of your foods and not think, oh no, if I have this once in a month, something's gonna happen.
It takes a lot to get my size. Day in, day out, eating.
I think I hope that I'd be able to eat more food without stressing or having like some sort of panic kind of, or like fear about it, I'd say.
Because I fear being hungry, and you fear being full.
Yeah.
It's not a clean plate, but Charlene's eaten more than ever before, and she's even managed to polish off 2 whole chocolate eclairs.
Well done.
It's finally time for Dawn and Charlene to check out of the feeding clinic, armed with tailored healthy eating plans from Dr. Christian.
I think the most positive thing that I'm going to take away from this week is the fact that I can actually eat more and I don't need to think about the content of the food and analyse it.
I'm feeling really good now it's the end of the swap. I've got so many tools that I can use to resist food, to actually stop shoveling it in and actually take time to eat it.
Coming up, Dawn hits the US and experiences the harsh reality of life when you're 43 stone.
Gotta go a little further, a little deeper.
And Supersize and Superskinny find out if the diet swap was worth all the effort.